Washington has tried to put us in boxes. They separate us by race, by age, by income, by geography, by place of birth. We spend too much time focusing on what divides us. Now is the time to embrace the one thing that truly unites us. You know what that is? America, America. It's America.
All right, that was President-elect Donald Trump at last night's Thank You rally in Cincinnati, Ohio, where we were. Joining us now with reaction, nationally syndicated radio talk show host with the Salem Radio Network, Larry Elder's with us, Fox News contributor Mercedes Schlapp, and who, according to reports, is being pushed as a possible RNC chair by members of the Trump team. That's Mercedes. Also joining us is Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi, and she met with President-elect Trump earlier today at Trump Tower. How did the meeting go? Good?
Oh, it went great.
Yeah.
No, of course, I talk to him frequently, and I've met with him several times, and I'm on the transition team. He is working so hard, Sean, and he is already being an amazing
he works Saturdays, Sundays. He invites a lot of people in, meeting a lot of people, which I think is great. I love the idea when people do nice things for you. Maybe I'm old school. You say thank you.
Yes.
And then he went to Ohio. He said thank you, and he said, everything I said, I meant, and I'm going to follow through on.
And he's doing it.
Yeah.
He's doing it. And he's working so hard already. And it's just amazing to really see him in there as president-elect and how much he cares and how sincere he is and the brilliant choices he's making to fill his cabinet and all the spots around him. And I'm proud to be his friend.
Mercedes, why would you ever want to follow Reince Priebus when Republicans have more state houses, more governorships? Now they have the White House, the House, and Senate. There's only probably one way to go from here, and that's down. Why would you want that job?
Well, no, not going down at all. With Donald Trump, we're going up. Right. Are you kidding me?
Well, you won't be happy until we have every state house, every governor.
That's right. We got to keep moving forward and building the Republican Party. But, you know, it's an honor to even be considered. Obviously, that's a decision for the president-elect, and the committee members vote on the next RNC chairman. I have to say, Reince Priebus and his team have done such an outstanding job. Talk about someone who's been fair and tough and has had one of the toughest jobs during the primary season. And the fact that he's been able to build out such a solid ground game for the party, I think, has been impressive. So there's a lot of great talent out there, so we'll see what happens.
The ground game that they had built. He told me 4 years ago when Romney lost, that was their biggest weakness. They were going to fix it. Larry, as you watch, as a more libertarian conservative, what President-elect Trump is doing, are you happy so far with what he's saying and what he's planning to do?
I really am. He's connecting with the American people. I said this many times in your show, Sean. It is still the economy stupid. People are economically anxious, and this deal with Carrier is huge. He saved 1,000 jobs. He's delivered already on one of his campaign promises to protect American jobs, to put America first. I couldn't be happier. He wants to cut taxes. He wants to rein in some of these asinine regulations that have killed jobs, and he wants to do something about securing the borders that has put downward pressure on people working in the inner city who have low skills, all of which will give us a thriving economy far better than what we've had for the last 8 years. I'm ecstatic.
You know, and that's the funny thing. You watching how the left is reacting to this, and even the jobs at Carrier. You know, all he said was it's going to be a better business environment, better climate for corporations, corporate tax 15%, repatriated money, eliminating regulations. Okay, they're going to spend $16 million on that plant, 1,100 more people have jobs, and the left is complaining. The women of The View went insane.
How in the world could they complain? These families are now going to have, and I think I heard you say this, a great holiday, a Christmas. They're going to have jobs. They're going to be able to keep their homes. He's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. He's helping people.
Yeah. When you meet with him, what is he asking you? What do you talk about?
You know, I don't think anyone should talk out of school when you're on the transition and you're in the room with him. But he's always charismatic. He's funny. He's so down to earth. And as well as Reince, I can't say enough good things about Reince and Steve Bannon and the whole team. And they're working so hard.
You know, Mercedes, you took a lot from the Never Trumper people. You and your husband Matt, you guys were kind of, well, isolated there in Washington a little bit for a while, right?
Right. Well, I think we have the scars to prove it. But, you know, what I'm really excited about is the fact that when you do see a Donald Trump out back in what I would say the rallies, it gives him an opportunity to connect with the people, and it really gives him such energy. And I have to say, you know, looking at the team that he's putting around him, the cabinet picks, conservative picks that folks that he's chosen, I think Sean is sending a very strong message of how he's going to lead, even taking the case of Carrier Company, where it's showing his type of leadership, which is, guess what? He's not going to waste time. He's going to get results done. And I think that is promising compared to when President Obama said, we'll never get those jobs back from Carrier. This is not a guy who's going to give up. And I think that is such a refreshing attitude for the American people.
Larry, one thing you have often said, and I've said, is that, okay, 90% of the black vote historically goes to the Democrats. If Trump is able to target some inner cities with some of this economic growth, the building of factories, creation of jobs, coupled with the education money going back to states and local municipalities, where I think inner cities have been disproportionately impacted in a negative way, could that shift the demographics come 2020?
I think it's already happening. And don't forget vouchers. This is a man who wants to give inner city parents a choice. And the polls overwhelmingly show black and brown parents living in the inner city do not want to be told where to send their kid to an underperforming government school. He wants to give them vouchers so that the money follows the child rather than the other way around. That alone is going to improve the black vote. And already he's done way better with the black vote than John McCain did, than Mitt Romney did 4 years ago. He got a higher percentage of the black vote. He got a higher percentage of the Hispanic vote than Mitt Romney did, despite his alleged hostility towards Mexicans.
All right, guys, good to see you all, and appreciate you being with us.